Hey everybody, welcome to Northern Thailand and welcome to Worm Bin Weekends week 26, the 6-month mark. Now we've reached it, and tonight we're going to try a couple things that I've said this many times on this in this video series. I don't know exactly how it's going to work or even if it will, but we're going to start to harvest some of the castings out of bins 2 and 3 tonight. Additionally, I'm going to be adding some more bedding, obviously. And you're going to see me use water for the first time in a very long time, which I normally do not do, but because I am going to replace the existing castings with new bedding, it's going to be necessary. It's very, very hot right now. We just finally started going into the triple digits, and it's only March. And it's 75, almost 80 degrees at night already, so we're back in the hot season. So the worms are going to be really active, but they need moisture, they need food, and I'm going to continue to just keep the lids off these bins and maintain a leaf cover on top of them so that I can try to keep as much of the moisture in the bins as possible and just keep them comfortable. African night crawlers, obviously they enjoy the heat a lot more than other species of worms, so hopefully it'll work out well for them. So tonight we're also going to give them a nice feeding. In addition to the content of bin 1, we're going to give them some dragon fruit and a rather pruny looking mango that one of the shop dealers down in the one of the shop owners down in the village gave to me. She said, "Here for you." I said thank you, very nice of her. So we're gonna give them a nice juicy feeding of some watery fruits, some new bedding, harvest some castings. Let's get doing it. All right, week 26, bin 2. Now, this is the third straight week we've had sprouts coming out of bin 2, even more so than bin 3. So spring has definitely sprung here already. I started some seeds for some tomatoes and peppers already, but I think I'm gonna start another batch using the castings that we harvest from bin 2 here tonight, because this is pretty extraordinary. I don't know, I mean, the same foods and everything, the same conditions apply between bins 2 and 3, but as you can see, I've got a lot of sprouts here that have come up just in a week's time over the last 3 weeks here with bin number 2. So anyway, here's the plan, guys. I'm gonna move the leaf cover over. I'm gonna harvest from both sides and not harvest from the middle. I'm then going to put some wetted down cardboard, shredded cardboard, in place of the castings I harvest, and that's how it's going to go. Now, I'm not going to keep you through the whole duration of me sifting, because what I'm essentially going to do is I'm going to use this colander to sift the castings and all the other materials that are too big to run through the holes of this back into the bin and place them here in this separate tub. Now, as with all colanders, I mean, this is going to be a very, very fine casting that comes through here. I don't know if it's going to work. I know I say that a lot. There's only one way to find out, so let's go ahead and try. We'll keep these sprouts for later when we feed. Let's go ahead and start. Okay. Yeah, the castings are looking really, really nice. Really, really nice. I did not, and just because I absolutely forgot, but I did not get any additional leaf cover for the bins during the week this week, as I said I was going to. I think I should be okay though. Anyway, let's go ahead and let's get started on pulling out some of the castings here and see what we come up with. Boy, there's a lot of sprouts. I definitely want to use castings from bin 2 here to pot up some new seeds that I want to get started. So yeah, let's go ahead and start. I'm gonna call the feeding zone about right to here. So yeah, let's dig in and get started and see what we got. Things are still a little muddy, but not too bad. Here we can see our worms, and still a lot of, remnant grit and stuff that's in there. I don't know how well you can see those guys. I'm hoping you can see fairly well from them. But yeah, let's harvest some of this. Why not? Here we go. That's not gonna work. All right, well, see? Nothing ventured, nothing gained. I'm gonna have to get a colander, an actual colander with bigger holes is what's gonna happen. All right, well, hey, at least we know that doesn't work. And the worms look good over here, and the castings look amazing. I really would love to just take some of this out, and I may still do it later this week. I don't know. I've got some tomatoes and peppers, some other ones, a different variety that I really would like to get started, and that'll be in a separate gardening video, one of the main episodes out on my channel coming up soon. But yeah, let's go ahead and let's check the other side, and then we're gonna get a feeding in, and then I'll have to, like I said, go get a full-size colander with bigger holes in it, so that I can try to sift some of this out. But oh yeah, wow, look at how much it's sunk over here. Wow, quite a bit. I think the leaf cover has definitely helped. Yeah, because I mean, look at that. There's a nice grouping of worms. They seem pretty active. Castings look amazing, but there's still these specks of things in there, and I don't know what they are. I don't know. It could be the grit. I'm thinking it probably is just the powderized eggshell that's showing up, but I don't know for sure. But the worms look really, really good, you guys. They look really, really nice. Babies look like they're starting to grow, and they're probably more in the center than they are on the sides here. But you never know. Keep digging in and see what we get. Oops. Dripping sweat in the bin. Not a good thing. It is hot. Boy, let me tell you. It is going to be a hot year this year, though. It really is. I know you probably cannot see this as well as I can just looking straight down, but there are a lot of babies, a lot of juveniles, not a whole lot of really big adults, but that's okay. That's all right. They have not been getting a whole lot of food. So we're gonna set up the feeding zone, and I know there's probably gonna be a lot of remnant food still from last week because we dumped a ton of food in here for them to chow down on. And we're gonna do it again this week. So give me just a second. I'm gonna grab some contents out of bin 1, and I will be right back. If you guys have never seen dragon fruit before, I'm gonna be splitting this in half. This is a very popular fruit here in Southeast Asia. It grows on a cactus-like type of plant. This one had started to go bad, so the street vendor gave it to me for free, along with this unfortunately starting to shrivel up mango. So I'm going to slice these up real quick, and that's what's going to be going in along with some cucumber and these sprouts and some contents from bin 1. So give me just a second here. I'll show you what this looks like. This skin too is pretty tough stuff. My knife goes through it pretty easily. Usually either white or purple flesh. I don't know which one this is. I'm guessing it's white. Yeah, it's white. So there you are. It's really delicious stuff too. It really is. But I'm going to give a full one of these to each one of the bins in addition to the mango. Split him down. On mangoes, you know how the seed is flat? See how the mango is? You cut down the sides parallel to the pit area. That's how you can get to your fruit. Nice big slice like that. That's just delicious looking. On the other side, ooh, and it's got not a very pleasant smell to it either. Now, this one was definitely getting ready to go bad. I've got another one that's for me that isn't bad. And I will keep both these for next week, just depending on how our friends do with what it is they already have. Just a second, and we'll start getting the feeding zone set up. I can already tell that there's going to be banana peels, and oh, speaking of mangoes, there's the old husk. I think bin 2 was the one that they had already worked through the husk pretty well. And I don't don't see any worms inside of it. Well, I take it back. There's a very little one right there at the bottom end here. So they have been occupying that. Interesting. My goodness. I still have babies in here. Really small ones too. But I had a ton of babies show up. I'll tell you what. All right, feeding zone. Let's open it up. Okay. Oh yeah. Big, huge, healthy population of worms in here in the center. Really nice looking. And they're working on the food and other materials that were already in there. So we're gonna be putting in some more bedding and some more contents from bin 1. And this will definitely add a lot of moisture to the bin because it has moisture. You can hear it still. You can hear my fingers like that. That's moisture. It's muddy. It's not really wet. I don't even know that I could really call it damp. It's like a muddy moisture. You can feel that there's moisture in that area. Okay, so let's get a handful of some bedding. And even though I'm wanting to dry this out, I'm going to do something you don't normally see me do. I'm going to wet this down a little bit. Right, yeah, that's good. Just a little. All right. Not that that is going to do too much in light of everything else that's here. The sprouts that we took off the top. Throw those in. Contents from bin 1. Really microbe loaded. I mean, look at all the mold and the fungus on this. It's gonna be a healthy feeding. The important thing, and I didn't do this last time, I think it was with bin 3 that I didn't do it, is I want to get the contents of bin 1 in first on top of this bedding, and then put the wetter stuff down on top of it. I think it'll make it that much easier. Plus, I mean, I can break this stuff apart. If I go, just crumble it in my hands at this point, it crumbles pretty easily. But I want to make it as easy as possible for the worms to consume. So, there's that. Go ahead and squash in some dragon fruit. A lot of juice in this. Yep. Okay, that's really juicy. Half of a really nasty mango. I love mango. The mangoes here in Thailand are absolutely amazing. They really are. These sweet ones, they serve them with sticky rice and condensed milk. If you're trying to lose weight, that's not what you want to be eating. And let's throw in about a dozen slices of cucumber. These are all really wet foods that I'm putting into the bin tonight, and just because with it getting so hot right now, this is really, really necessary. Because it's either that or I gotta start putting water back into the bin, and as you saw, I did put a little bit in anyway. But this will help keep things moist for sure. And then just one more thing of bedding. And there we go. So the contents back in. There's our mango. Might be the banana peels. Interesting, I didn't see a lot of banana peels, and I don't know if it was bin 2 or bin 3 that I put the top from the bunch in. That looks like that Yeah, that is. Holy smokes, there's the seed. Remember that sour grape-like fruit that I put in there? There's the seed from it, and there's a little bit of the peel, and a lot of babies stuck on my glove, on my ring and pinky finger. I don't know if you can see them there or not, but wow, they really went through that. Glad they liked it. I tried it, and I was like, ugh, no, thank you. All right, so unfortunately we didn't get to harvest any castings, but that's okay. Got to check on the worms. Worms looking good. Got to give them a good feeding, and I mean a good feeding indeed. Put a very small spritz of some water in there, and you know, pretty good size feeding along with some additional bedding. Leaf top looks okay. I'm gonna try to remember this week to collect some more leaves and bring them in. With it getting hot, it's not going to be easy to find dried leaves soon, so I definitely need to put that on my priority list this week. But listen, that is it. That has been for week 26. I want to thank you for joining me today. If you liked the video, I hope you'll go ahead and give me a thumbs up and share it. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, I would really love it if you would give consideration to doing that. And hit the bell notification icon if you would, so you can be alerted to when I upload new content. And listen, wherever you are in this world today or tonight, you take care. Bye for now.